Well, people, it is Monday morning, May 25th of 2026, 12:31 in the a.m. Yes, 12:31 in the a.m. And I told myself I was going to get up. I took a quick nap and guess I had to catch up on my rest. I wanted to find out financially what was going on in the markets. Get my receipts, 12:31 a.m. Oops, there it is. 12:31 a.m. It is right there. I wanted to find out how the markets were doing. Why, you might ask? Because we have a war. Then again, we have a pause for the cause. No war. We have the Strait of Hormuz that's closed. Then again, it's announced that it's open and ready for business. And that in a few months, gas will be going down. Well, people, I study the markets to relax, and I study because of their numbers, and I study them because they speak. And I made it a hobby decades ago because I understand how the powers move. And because this is such a serious time, I wanted to find out how the markets were. So I want to play a few videos and then I'll get back and I'll speak on it. Because maybe, just maybe, the war is in relation to the finance and how they want it to go. So, check it out.
Yeehaw. Here we go. The futures have opened.
A lot of noise tonight. Turn on the speaker.
Power on. Hypergear Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Hypergear Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Okay. Let's try this again here.
Yeehaw. Here we go. The futures have opened for the American stock market, and it has surged to the highest level in history. The market always knows. The market always knows. And guess what other market always knows? The oil market. This isn't a meme coin. This isn't a company that just went out of business. This is this is not somebody getting rugged. This is the price of oil. Not Bitcoin, not Ethereum, not Nest coin. It's the imminent US-Iran deal. They always know. The price of oil has collapsed because people know that oil is going to start flowing again, as it already has today. Because millions of barrels have already traveled safely through the Strait of Hormuz. Now look at how the oil market is responding. Oil is down to $90 a barrel. 90 bucks a barrel. Do you know $65 a barrel, which is not too far off from here, is $2 gasoline at your filling station, depending on if you're in California or not, how much gas tax there is. That's $2 gas. $65 a barrel equals $2 gasoline average.
This reminds me of a video with Charlie Kirk. See if I can find that video. Charlie Kirk. He has a video out that I quote every now and then about the mistake being made if we go to war in Iran and how it affects gas. I think this is it here. Let's see what this is it. Hopefully it is.
Make sure we don't go to war against Iran, which would be a profound mistake for our country. So that's a really, really important thing. Drill maybe drill domestically, peace in the Middle East, peace with Russia, Ukraine. You'll see gas prices go down to 30 bucks a barrel. Truly, what does that mean? $1.75 a gallon. That's what it means, okay? Make sure we don't go to war against Iran, which would be a profound mistake for our country. So that's a really, really important thing. Drill maybe drill domestically, peace in the Middle East, peace with Russia, Ukraine. You'll see gas prices go down to 30 bucks a barrel. Truly, what does that mean? $1.75 a gallon. That's what it means, okay?
We live in a time where you can't help but think that there's a possible manipulation which will affect millions of people. Actually, 1 billion plus people, as oil is something that a lot of folks on the planet use. Charlie Kirk, he had an insight, so he spoke to it. He, world traveler, I'm assuming, or at least he studied enough to understand the connections. Trump's got to understand that. The business people understand it. I said about a week ago that the business people would confront Trump and they would pay him a visit, let him know time is up. We got to make some money. It's this thing about, well, it's high one day and then it reaches a low and we got a profit. And in stock, you make money. You can bet when it drops, you can bet that it goes up. You hate to think like that, but I'd like to get your opinion. I know it's late. I'll check the remarks in the morning. The first light that I got on this was Kevin. Kevin broke this story yesterday before Benny announced about the piece. Benny, this is what he does. Well, Kevin, meet Kevin, this is what he does. I will put his video in the description. He's an analyst, he's an investor, and pretty successful, one of the most successful YouTubers out here when it comes to finance and real estate. He watches the markets and he said something, I think I caught it early yesterday morning, and I shared it with a friend. I'm like, wow, Pearson, you know, it's been speculation that Trump has been allegedly utilizing the White House as a way to jerk the chain of the stock market and people profit. Well, there might be some insider trading here, I don't know, but I want you to listen to this about bets or a bet that was made for Tuesday when the markets open back up officially. This will make you cry.
Yesterday, we literally talked about how JP Morgan had a piece that literally argued position for an imminent deal. Now, I presume that was probably because the Pakistani delegation had just landed in Tehran. And they essentially argued they said buy airports, which I was wondering if they meant like the airlines and sell oil. But they actually even looked at insider trading bets, or maybe not necessarily insider trading bets, but somebody made some big money bets, right? And they're like, this is quite interesting. A massive options bet on Tuesday that would see a $129 million payout if Brent fell to $90 per barrel by Tuesday was placed. So literally somebody on Tuesday placed a 1-week call option bet and they would stand to profit $129 million if oil fell to $90 per barrel by Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day. Well, here...
You mad yet? When I was in school, I'm assuming like you guys, I didn't always like the homework. Because it was part of what you had to do. Sometimes I don't like this homework. I don't think you like it either. What's the old saying, paying, you pay at the pump? Well, you paying at the pump as well. And you feel it. So let's go back to Benny. And I want you to see how prophetic this is. because Benny's video just came out 5 hours ago. Whereas Meet Kevin, see, he came out 5 hours ago. Meet Kevin came out a day ago. Listen very carefully. That $90 a barrel today, it happened. If it stays at 90, somebody or somebody's going to make $129 million. And you can only imagine who else who knew about this, allegedly.
Market, and it has surged to the highest level in history. The market always knows. The market always knows. And guess what other market always knows? The oil market. This isn't a meme coin. This isn't a company that just went out of business. This is this is not somebody getting rugged. This is the price of oil. Not Bitcoin, not Ethereum, not Nest coin. It's the imminent US-Iran deal. They always know. The price of oil has collapsed because people know that oil is going to start flowing again, as it already has today. Because millions of barrels have already traveled safely through the Strait of Hormuz. Now look at how the oil market is responding. Oil is down to $90 a barrel.
Oil is down to $90 a barrel.
Because the Pakistani delegation had just landed in Tehran. And they essentially argued they said by airports, which I was wondering if they meant like the airlines and sell oil. But they actually even looked at insider trading bets, or maybe not necessarily insider trading bets, but somebody making some big money bets, right? And they're like, this is quite interesting. A massive options bet on Tuesday that would see a $129 million payout if Brent fell to $90 per barrel by Tuesday.
What word comes to mind? We out here working our butt off. One job, job and a half, 2 jobs, away from my family. I went and got ice cream today at my favorite place, and I asked the lady, was she off tomorrow? She says, no, we only close on Christmas, and I think she said Thanksgiving. So 363 days a week, the ice cream parlor is open. Well, at least it's not 24 hours like some of the retails. Point being that the majority of us in America and around the world, we work. The old-fashioned way, roll up our sleeves, we get busy, and we get it done, many of us for our family, that family can have more than what we had. We can stand proud and put a check in the mail or pay it online. But we live in a time where bombs are flying, missiles are flying, people are talking smack back and forth in the media, setting the climate, and all the while, you got folks sitting behind a computer, waging bets, waiting, knowing, and not worried that the financial missile that they sent is going to hit their target. It appears to me that the target here was $90 a barrel. And they get the cash in on a Tuesday if it holds like that. But gas, it's not like that. It probably take about 2-3 months to come down, if not longer. The prices of goods and services, same thing. Our world's not the same. Would I be wrong to think that the whole damn thing's been manipulated? And no matter what happens, the majority of us suffer. It's a sad thought, but it just might be the reality of it all. That this whole ball of wax was created in part to be one of the most biggest financially prosperous moments for certain people. It's a Titanic. And it's sad. Again, sometimes I don't like the homework. Put in the comment section how you feel. You want to scream? Write the word scream. Shake my head, scream, yell. It ain't right. Or just be honest. Some of you wish you had known, right? You would have placed the bet as well, right? What's the old adage? If you can't beat them, join them. They sure beat the hell out of us. I think I'm done. See you guys in the morning. Wow. God bless.